Hey gang, well Logan here, and this is my very first mukbang. This is not where I review food, this is where I just eat and then talk to you guys. And I picked, my favorite thing, McDonald's. One of my favorite things, McDonald's. Start with, to see, how this works and how it happened. See if people like this. Anyway, favorite thing off the McDonald's menu is, of course, fries for me. I've always loved their fries growing up, and it's really good. Yeah, anyway. Let's see. Let's get started from the beginning with me and McDonald's. When I was, younger, I hated chicken. I even, according to my mom, hated chicken McNuggets. But today I got their classic chicken, kind of similar to Chick-fil-A's. That's good. That's really good. The first time I had that one, it was time. It's pretty well. So what have I been doing since my last review? Working. I've been working 5 days a week. Usually 5.5 hours a day. Been really busy. Haven't been able to do much. Usually on the weekends I try my best to, get out of the house, go, do things. For myself, take care of myself so I don't go completely insane. Excuse me. Plus lately I'm doing during work hours, I've been cutting down on soda. Where I work we get free sodas. But they try to limit us, but you can't watch us all the time, so we just get a soda from the fountain. Drink as much as we want. For our entire shift. We're not supposed to have them up front, supposed to only have them back during breaks. But no one really listens. And also kind of hard at work when you work next to... Well, let me just give you a description of what I do. I'm a cashier. It's like cafeteria style where I work. So... So it's just people bring the food to me, I bring them up for it. They can't pay at Panda, they can't pay at Subway, they can't pay at Robertitos. I'm showing Robertitos here. Robertitos is a local Mexican food place that mostly serves California-inspired type Mexican food. Usually asada fries, asada nachos, the burrito with the fries in it. So much traditional food too. I like it. It's something I shouldn't have because I'm trying to be good and eat better during work. But it's tempting with that smell. I'm trying my burger yet. My favorite thing is the asada nachos. It usually come with beans and salsa and all the other good stuff, but I usually hold them off to... Excuse me. Ask them to hold off the beans and salsa. Just because the beans make the chips soft. And the salsa has onions in it, so I'm not too fond of onions. Except for, onion rings, depending on, how good they are and if the onion, slides out. Let's see. Other favorites. Other things. Well, we're not connected, but we each have our own business area. There's Subway employees, which are connected to the food court employees. But Robertito and Panda hired their own individual employees. So we're not like able to get, free meal from Panda or anything like that. Or free meal from Robotitos. Sometimes the employees like to hook us up. So if like the customer can't pay for their food or they decide to abandon their food, they ask, if we want it, and we say, okay. It's better than just throwing the food away. Which I've seen a lot of and just irks me no end. We also see a lot of theft at my workplace. It usually varies from whoever thinks they can get away with it. Mostly people lie. Usually, if they get something from Subway, they lie about the extras. They lie, oh, it's just a turkey sandwich. And I reveal it and says turkey, bacon, avocado. Why'd you say it? Or they say they got a plain Panda plate, but it has the markings on it. It says, premium item. Which makes it like $1.25 extra. Unfortunately, there's always, that. And you have to keep an eye out. And it's always busy. So hence why I haven't done any food reviews in a while. If you see my mom's channel, Good Tissues, she's been doing food reviews lately, and I've been just eating. My father and I have been eating the remains, or she doesn't eat. Which is good. Biggest thing about we'll go back to the McDonald's thing here. Biggest thing about McDonald's growing up was, for me, was the French fries, was the hash browns. Always a Happy Meal. I remember those. I guess I'll have a few Happy Meal toys scattered someplace. I always did the Beanie Baby thing. And of course, like any other kid, I loved the ball pit. Always took a few home when I'm not supposed to. No, I wasn't really stealing them. It was just magically ended up in my, hoodie pocket. Not hoodie pocket. The hood in my hoodie, I mean. Also, a cool thing about a ball pit when you're younger is all the stuff you can find on the bottom. Money, other kids' toys, other Happy Meal toys, a hobo. No, not the last one. Hopefully not a hobo. I heard of stories of people finding wild animals in the ball pit. Probably trying to keep warm. But the thing about the chicken thing with me growing up is I did not like chicken. I did not like eggs. I know. I hated poultry. So, like I said, according to my mom, I wasn't too fond of chicken nuggets. It's what? My thoughts on... Let's see, I'm trying to think of subjects here. Ronald McDonald, somewhat creepy. I've seen old videos with Willard Scott. He's kind of creepy. Okay. But, remember one day recently I saw, who's that guy? Hamburger. Out on the street, bedhead, trying to get people to come into McDonald's. That was interesting. If people are wondering what I prefer, do I prefer Big Mac or do I prefer what's that? Big Carl. I prefer the Big Carl all the way because there's no third bun and they don't have onions like McDonald's does, where you have to like, if you say no onions and they don't put the no onion sticker, you have to flip off the top, take a butter knife and scrape off all the onions. Excuse me. Soda is not liking me this week. It was probably better for me though if I just stay away from it for good. Yeah, it's a fun part. Alright. Anyway, on the topic of sodas. I always remember growing up, if my mom was the one to order a Happy Meal, I would usually get like something caffeine free, mostly like Sprite. But if like I'm with my grandma or my dad, I would get, most caffeinated soda out there usually. If she's ordering sometimes Diet Coke, and of course my dad is Dr. Pepper all the way. That Dr. Pepper's like my favorite, my favorite growing up and like and still now. But Mountain Dew is like topping it because it's just like, I don't know why it's good. It's like bright green. It has that citrusy taste, which I found out that if you look at the plain Mountain Dews on the either bottle or the can, look at the second ingredient, concentrated orange juice. That's like the funniest thing in the world. Like, okay, the most unhealthy soda became the healthiest. Funny. So, if anyone wants to know what my favorite sodas are, my go-to like almost holy trinity, I shouldn't say holy trinity, of sodas are Mountain Dew, Dr. Pepper, and Barks. I like, if you wonder about the Coke or Pepsi, I like Coke over Pepsi. Just, when I was younger, I like Pepsi more. Now I'm older, I like Coke more for some reason. Probably because of sweetness. Yes, I know Mountain Dew is like sweeter than anything, but when it comes to colas, I prefer a little bit of, I don't know, bite or something with Coke or not. But I prefer it better. Maybe it's that familiarity with my grandmother drinking like Diet Coke so much. And my mother like drinking like Diet caffeine free. How about what I like? Let's see. Let's try what I like from other food places. Like I said, you guys probably heard me talk about the Big Carl, which I love from Carl's Jr. My original favorite from Carl's Jr. was a chicken bacon ranch. It was like my go-to favorite sandwich. I think it was chicken bacon Swiss ranch on their sandwich. It's always been my go-to. I mean, later on after I got over my weird thing against chickens. My other big thing from Carl's is like the Western bacon cheeseburger. It was already so good. Another thing is with the Carl's around here, it's affiliated with my local, not sports team, but local college team, Fresno State Bulldogs. And when I used to work for the concession stand there, and also at the ballpark, which was affiliated with the same company, I would find discard tickets on the ground saying buy a drink, get a free Superstar from Carl's, which was really cool. Because there's like a bunch of free food there. Taco Bell. Alright, on the subject of Taco Bell, since that's like close by to Fresno State. Taco Bell is it's like pretty much almost everything. I mostly like the crunchy stuff. I like the chalupas, the tacos. I like the Doritos Locos tacos. I mean, mostly this ranch and plain nacho flavor, not the crazy fiery stuff. I like their nachos. I like the boss nachos. I like the chalupas. I like the wraps. Pretty much almost like I said, the entire menu. I love their Baja Blast Mountain Dew. Those are really good. I like the lime flavor in it. Let's see. I'm trying to think of like all the big places. Burger King. I used to like them as a kid. I like the strawberry shakes. I like the onion rings, of course. I like the chicken sandwiches. Those were my favorite. Real long chicken sandwiches. I also like getting the crowns. I mean, who doesn't like the Burger King crowns? I think their new stuff, it's alright. If you remember, there was like one video I did where I was trying to do like a crossbreed of the Whopperito and their Cheetos, which would have been like really good, but I just thought it completely failed. Okay. And KFC, pretty much almost everything. Mostly extra tasty, crispy stuff's my favorite. Pizza Hut, if you see my mom's videos, my go-to is the bacon, pineapple, custom crust, stuffed crust. I used to have the drizzles, which my favorite was like the balsamic drizzle. I pretty much like a lot of fast food in general, to be honest. I'm not a picky eater when it comes to that, but I'm gonna be honest. I am a picky eater when it comes to like most normal things. Like, I'm not a fan of mushrooms. Not a fan of clearly onions. Just onions plain or raw. Olives, unless they're mixed with my mom's stuffing. Let's see. Peppers in general, I'm not too fan of bell peppers.